In 2026, more people than ever know how to write code, yet at the same time, companies cannot find enough competent developers to hire. The reason for this paradox is simple. While many people know how to write code, they do not know how to use that code to solve problems. So the big question is this: how can you learn the right tech skills in a way that actually helps you solve real-world issues? And to answer that question, I have traveled here to Shenzhen, the technology capital of the world, to attend the Huawei ICT competition global finals of 2026, where I got to witness how students from over 100 countries are using the latest AI technology to solve the world's biggest problems. And at the end, I will share the 2 key lessons that I learned from them, which can allow you to do the same. So the Huawei ICT competition is an annual global event designed for university students from over 100 countries, and the idea is simple. Each team starts with an idea and uses the latest technology to turn it into reality. So if you want to build something, the first thing you're going to have to do is find a problem. So the question is, how do you find a problem to solve? And my answer is always the same. Start with a problem that you have encountered. And this is exactly what the team from the UAE did by creating a Mandarin language learning app, but for Arabic speakers. So let's see how they did it. Where did this idea come from?
My partner likes to learn languages. One of those languages is the Mandarin language. During her journey of learning the language, she used all the different language learning apps. All of them share one common thing, that is they all assume you are an English speaker. The Mandarin language has tones. The Arabic language also shares that. So when you're learning the Mandarin language as an English speaker, it is surprisingly vastly more difficult to get those tones right in comparison with if these apps were to tell you how to pronounce them in the Arabic language using the Arabic tones.
And if there's someone watching who wants to build something but they don't know where to start, what advice would you give someone like that?
Honestly, just start, because most of the things that you do not know or are not aware on how to actually build, for example, how to connect APIs together to build something like this, they are not very hard to find guides for. They just single-handedly most beneficial advice is to just start.
But there is no limit to what you can do if you put your mind to it. I just watched the Spanish team show how they built an AI-powered port gate system that predicts traffic and processes trucks autonomously. What was your process to actually build this?
To build this idea and take to reality, it got like a lot of research for all the parameters that we needed to measure and all the data we need to gather so we can build the final step. Mainly research. It's better to not create the solution first, better focus on what are the problems here and how are we going to solve it.
What would you say are the main lessons that you have learned, and how has this helped you in your future career?
I believe the Huawei ICT competition was really important because it showed us that anything is possible, really. So I believe the most important thing is to build. You learn when you build it. You can start from scratch, not knowing or not, but since you build the product, you find flaws, but you can correct them pretty quickly. So I believe that where are you in the world, you can build great things.
Okay, so I know that for a lot of people, the big elephant in the room is AI. What does AI mean for all of this? And this was also a major theme at the Huawei ICT competition, because studies show that we desperately need more people with the right kind of AI skills, but the problem is that current education systems simply cannot keep up. And the key takeaway I learned on how to solve this is that we must learn to use AI as a tool, not a crutch, because AI is simply a tool, and just like with any tool, its impact will depend on how we use it, and it is on all of us to learn to use it the right way. Alright, exciting times. Behind me, we are about to find out who wins. As I saw the winners being announced, I realized that this competition was never really about winning. It was about learning and about working together to solve the world's biggest problems. Here are the 2 practical lessons that I want you to take. Number 1, become fascinated by problems. Many people seem to think that there are no more problems worth solving, but what I have seen today is that that is absolutely not true. So start observing the world from the perspective of what are the problems that I am encountering and start there. And number 2, everything is figure outable. These students didn't know how to do all the steps at the start. They simply started and then they figured out the steps along the way. And if they could do it, you can do it as well. So this is the end of the event, and overall what I have seen has been incredibly inspiring, and really what it has done for me is reignited that spark for the love of building. And now it is your turn. Go find a problem and just start. And if you do that, it could just change your life. Thank you for Huawei for bringing me to this event and collaborating with me on this video, and I will see you in the next video.